Boom. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Just Isaiah, and today we're back at it again with another video. And this video is gonna be a sit-down video. And I'm gonna be eating some motherfucking Chick-fil-A. So, yeah. And this is gonna be my new series, and I'm just gonna call it. I'm just gonna be basic. I'm gonna be like, let's talk about it, y'all. So, y'all, I am wearing a bonnet today because my hair is looking a mess. Like, I literally just took like a 5-hour nap, so my hair is looking a motherfucking mess. Anywho, let's get into the motherfucking video. Play this fucking intro, y'all.
Keep chain, go jang-a-lang. I wanna do major things. MJ in every way. I just don't fade away. 6 upside down, it's a 9 now. Like many, like stunning.
Anyways, y'all, that's some mother flipping Chipotle. Okay, y'all, first, before I even get into the video, let's get into the most important thing. My Chipotle. Da-da-da, so you know my Anywho, I got some chips. Ooh, I got a bowl. Y'all, this is not a salad. I literally ordered a salad. I'm disappointed in them, but you know what? It is what it is, y'all. Oop. Anyways, y'all, let me go ahead and ASMR baddie. Anyways, y'all, let's do the great unrevealing. Hold on, let me open it up. Okay. Okay, y'all, they did their big thing. Let me mix it up. Let's see if what it sound like when it get mixed up. That's what my pussy sound like, y'all. Anywho, so in this, hold on, let me mix this up before I start trying to talk to y'all. No shade. Give me a minute. Okay. That's pretty good. Anywho, y'all. And this is just be like my sit down videos, and I might have guests on here. I might not. I might just keep it to a solo act, cause bitch, y'all already know who the fuck it is. This is the motherfucking king, and bitch, I'm entertaining. So, anywho, the first topic I'm gonna talk about is actually no, we're gonna loop back to that one. Moving, y'all. As you guys know, like I don't know if I like publicly like addressed this, but like I really want to move to like Houston. Right now, I don't know if I've ever like expressed this, but I'm from Minnesota. I lived in Minnesota like majority of my life, and I feel like not a lot of people who do YouTube live in Minnesota. Well, it's not like, oh, I'm doing like social media, so I gotta move. No, I just feel like I lived in Minnesota for so long, and it's just like I don't really know how to explain like the culture here, but it's just like it's just different. And I want to live in like a bigger city, of course, like because I really do feel like the world is my oyster. So I just like I want something bigger, you know. And I don't feel like that's necessarily like a bad thing. Like I feel like I owe that to myself, you know. This is good. Anyways, but yeah. So I haven't like I'm not even really even going on trips this year. Like usually I like to go on a whole bunch of trips throughout the year, but this time like I'm really not even going because majority of like my focus is to really like save up for Houston, you know? Cause like that's like literally my biggest goal in life right now is just to move out of Minnesota. And then I'm supposed to be me and Nate. Y'all know who my bitch Nate is. Don't play with him. He just hit 100 subscribers. Ain't that right? That's my bitch. Anywho. But yeah, he just, hit. Anyways, that's not important. I digress. But yeah, him and me are supposed to be going to Houston in August for to go look at apartments because Nate also wants to live in Houston. He's following the queen, thank ya. Whatever I do, Nate wants to do too. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so hopefully when I look for apartments, like I have my own apartment now, so a bitch always been tea. So, but yeah, hopefully like my apartment out there is like gonna be a little more tea. I'm realistically like I kind of want like a little 2-bedroom, cause I want like a content room or like slash guest bedroom, but at the same time like yes, who the fuck's gonna be in my house? No shade. I think I think a big living room will suffice, you know? Like if I just have a big couch for people to sleep on, especially like a little air mattress, yeah, that's it. That's all people need for real. Thank you. Anywho, hold on. Give me a minute. Okay, next topic. So, y'all, sorry, some of these topics like kind of all like go back to one topic, so I just want to make sure that I'm doing it. I'm gonna address this now. I'm gonna address it now. One thing that's on here is fake friendships, y'all. I feel like as like I'm no longer in high school, some of these like friendships I have with people, I'm necessarily like growing out of. But also I feel like some of these friendships are just like necessarily like weird. Like I'm not gonna say names or anything because like me and these people are like, I don't know. I'm not gonna be that messy bitch right now. Right now. Anywho, like there's this one homegirl and I like, you know, whenever she like, we went on a road trip one time and she didn't have money for gas and I paid for like the gas and everything and I paid for the food or nothing. Like I got her until, you know, she paid me back, yada, yada, cool. Yada, yada. And like, there's been multiple times of like where I had to pay for her. And it's not, and essentially like, I'm not one of those people, it's like, I did X, Y, and Z for you, so you gotta do Z, Y, X for me. No, I'm not one of those types of people, you know, like if you need it, like respectfully, I'm one of the people like I'm gonna like I'm an outgoing person. Like if you my bitch, like I'm gonna hold my bitch down. Fuck, I don't give a fuck about none of what anybody has to say. But I feel like as I got older, like I'm low-key starting to like not do that as much because I feel like there's definitely like some people who you could do stuff for like that and they won't do it for you. So like my mindset is just like do things for others that others won't do for you, you know? My bitch Nate is calling me. Hello?
Man. Hey.
Let me call you back in like 15 minutes. I'm recording the video.
Okay.
Okay, bye. Anywho, y'all, that was my bitch Nate. Congrats to him for hitting 100 subscribers. I'm so proud of him. Y'all, let me just take a quick little segment out the video, y'all. See, that is just truly like, you know, consistency and just doing what the fuck you want to do. Like, a lot of bitches don't even hit 100 subscribers on YouTube because they're too scared and they're too, like, in the mind games of, like, oh, no one's going to watch me. No one's going to do this, that, the third. People are going to make fun of me. What are people from this course? So fucking what? Be the bitch you want to be. Fuck, don't worry about what the next bitch in line has to say. Ain't point blank, period. Anywho, back to me. But yeah, so me and that homegirl, like, we always, like I used to always hold her down, and then she does like a few things that like has made me mad in the past, made me mad, like made me a little bit annoyed in the past. Like for example, we were supposed to go on a trip. Not gonna name the dates, but we were supposed to be going on a trip, right? And I asked her about it, and completely ghosted. Yada yada. And then when I asked the person about it on the phone, they're gonna be like, "Oh, yeah, I ghosted you." Like, what the fuck? Like that shit is so weird. And then on top of that, my car was getting serviced, y'all. Not like having a car is the most expensive thing. Like not like the car note and insurance, like that's something. But if something goes bad, God forbid, like that maintenance, like whew, that would do it for y'all, sister. So I didn't have a car for a few days, and I remember I asked her if she could give me a ride home for work. No response. And then she's gonna text me 2 or 3 days later to talk about some I could have. Girl, if you could have, you would have in the moment. Like, and it's not even like I don't, and it's not even like I'm expecting them just like, you know, fucking like, oh, Isaiah needs me, like, come running when I'm called. No, like, it's simply like, I just need to answer. Like, a simple yes or no word to suffice, you know? And I feel like there's bitches that I'm not even as close with as her. Like, for instance, my one homegirl, her name starts with an M. And M, I remember I was like in the shower or whatever, getting ready for work, and M literally texted me out of the blue, talking some, "Do you need a ride to work?" Like, hello? Like, that was just so kind to them. So I just feel like some bitches, like, I don't even really like know for real, or it's just like we're like not as good as friends and they will do good shit for me. So it was just like, and it was just like, wow. It was really just an eye-opening experience, to be honest. Okay, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Y'all, let me take another one of these chips, y'all, before I start talking again. Anyways, y'all. But yeah, back to my main focus of the friend topic. So I feel like there's definitely going to be like some people in your life that like might come and go, and that is okay. Like friends, like sometimes it just doesn't work out, and that's okay. Don't stress yourself out on certain things like that. Like it's definitely gonna like hurt a little bit, but honestly, that's life, you know. Like it is what it is. Like I feel like I have a good like I have like the 9 people on my pins, like on my messages, like that's all I really need for real. And don't get me wrong, like I have other friends like that aren't like on my messages that we might talk on Snapchat or Instagram or TikTok, my Kiki. And like those are my bitches too. But like my main 9 bitches, like for instance, like my bitch Nate, like he's pinned, like I love my bitch Nate. My homegirl Alea and my cousin Alea, like they're both pinned, like those are both my bitches. Like anywho. So yeah, that's like the friend topic. So yeah, just when it comes to friends, y'all, it's okay. And plus, not everybody has to be your friend. Remember that. Y'all, okay, the next topic is why I haven't been consistent. Okay, no, the second, okay, the over like the bigger topic is gonna be mental health, and then like the subtopic is gonna be why I haven't been consistent. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, like there was like this phase like between like the end of February and like between like the middle of March where I wouldn't say I was necessarily like depressed, but it was more in the sense of like lack of motivation to really do anything. Like I was really just going to work and sleeping. And sorry, excuse me. Excuse me again. Yeah, but between like those 2 or 3 weeks, like I really didn't have really much motivation to do anything. Like I didn't even really like hang out with friends for real or any that much. Like I was really just eating, work, sleep, rinse and repeat. But now I feel like it's okay. I was just talking to one of my like older friends, and we were like talking about that too because I was like, you know, venting to her about that, and she was talking about how one of her favorite content creator influencers were going through a similar thing and how I wasn't alone. So I feel like there's a lot of people who were in that phase of life, and I believe that like, you know, that's okay. Like it's okay not to be okay, you know? I feel like bad bitches have bad days too. Bad bitches have bad weeks too. And like that's okay. I feel like when you have those types of things, it's essentially just, you know, meaning that like what do you have to do to bounce back, you know? All setbacks is essentially just giving you an opportunity to bounce back, you know? It's essentially like a rubber band. Like, you know, you're gonna get boom and then you bounce back. Like, anywho. So that's like realistically like the main reason why I haven't been as active as much on YouTube. Like I like for instance my birthday video. Y'all haven't even seen that, and my birthday was a month ago. And y'all are gonna see that video, no shade, but I'm probably like editing it, and I feel like now like I'm just such in a better like headspace with everything now. Like and like I realistically y'all I have to lock the fuck in before Houston because Houston, like, it's just gonna be me. Like, it's literally just gonna be fucking me. So I really have to lock the fuck in and really like start doing the social media shit for real, y'all. So also, excuse my language. Sorry if I cuss too much, y'all. Like, I'm so excited to make this video. I'm so excited to be back on camera. Like, I'm so excited just to be me. Like, I feel like another thing with content overall, I feel like my content, like I don't like put on like, I was talking to someone about this the other day. I don't put on like any type of like persona or anything. Like this is literally just like me. Like I want to be like a raw like person, if that makes sense. Like if a supporter or like, you know, someone who watched me ever came up to me like, oh, like that's just how he is. Like I'm not a weird ass bitch, you know? Like one thing about me is I'm gonna always keep it 100. The fuck? Okay, my last 2 topics. Oh, hold on, I'm a little thirsty. Boom, y'all. Okay, so the other one is gonna be drama. Y'all, once you're like graduated in 18, y'all don't like kiki to all that drama. Like social media drama, that's cool. But don't be fighting no bitches. Don't be doing none of that. Like, so I remember sometimes I do like to troll. I'm not gonna lie. And another thing about me is if a person disrespects me, all bets are off. Like if you want to kiki with me, yada yada, respectfully, I'm gonna clear you. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm gonna speak on whatever. Like, and if you get like that, like, you know, it's internet beef or it's like fake drama. Like, it's anywho. But when it gets to that point, like where you want to fight, like, no, respectfully, I'm not fighting no one. Like, I actually have shit to lose, and like, if you guys aren't fighters or don't want to fight, like, it's okay. Like, you're not scary, you're not a pussy. You just respectfully, like, you don't have to fight. Like, we're grown ass adults. Like, majority of the people like who watch my videos, like, they're adults too. Like, I'm not fighting every bitch. Like, back in high school, we go round after round like we was on Baddies Junior. But now I'm not fighting no hoe. So I'm not fighting no man, no woman. I'm not fighting no one, point blank period, y'all. But essentially, but another thing when it comes to like drama is like, I feel like me overall as like a person, I'm like the type of person who's just like, okay, like, now what? Like, you talk shit, I talk shit. Like, the world is still spinning, y'all. So like, let's just keep going. Like, anywho, you go about your business, I'm about to go about mine. Like, and another thing about me is, y'all, I don't drag shit out. Like, I'm not finna sit here. We're not finna be beefing for a year, going back on TikTok live. No, the fuck we're not. Like, it was a cool kiki. Like, you're a key, I'm a key. You was talking shit, I was talking shit. Boom. Like, now what? Y'all, last but not least. Hold on, y'all. Let me take a few bites and I'm coming right back to y'all. Bitch is hungry. Thank y'all. Okay, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. They gave me a small drink, but it was free, so it's okay, Chipotle. But I don't know. I don't do small drinks. No shade. Like, I'm not. That's a sippy cup to me. No shade. Give me a medium or a large. Like, yeah. But here, y'all. Here's my Chipotle bowl. Like, I'm still working on it. Like, I'm not no big greedy bitch. So, sorry, y'all. Let me eat one more chip. Last topic, and then yeah. Okay, so y'all, I'm not gonna lie. Y'all, the next test topic that I had is the topic of boys and relationships, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like essentially like being like gay. Sorry, y'all, that's Fiero. Anyways, y'all. But I feel like I feel like being gay is just like definitely harder than being straight compared to like the straight counterparts, you know? Because as you guys know, like, being straight is just like a lot more easier in a sense, like in terms of like we're finding relationships wise, boy and girl, yada yada. Because I feel like it's just like proven that like most gay guys are just lustful essentially, and they just want to have like sex or essentially like their DL, and then that's essentially like a whole thingy, yada yada. And it's just like, y'all, one thing about me is I would never put myself through extra stress. Like, don't get me wrong, like, there's definitely been like some scenarios where like I have tried working with like a boy, tried working it out with a boy, and it just essentially didn't work. So that's when I had to, you know, cut ties. And I feel like there's a lot of like people in like the same like who had like similar like experiences to guys with me just wanting sex and everything. And it's like, y'all, if you don't want to do it, respectfully don't. Like, mostly like they just want to have sex. Like, you're just a hole to them. Like, no shade, no tea. Like, that's just what it is. Like, that's what it's gonna be. And it's just like, and if you know, and if like, and that's okay too. Like, don't get me wrong. If you want to have sex and pop your pussy and do it, whatever, that's okay. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I mean, like, that's okay. Live your life, queen. But in terms of when you're doing that, like, you know, just be safe and everything, of course, but also like you got to have that mentality and know what the game is, you know? And you can't hate the player, hate the game, essentially. Like, if you're Poppy, you know, you got a whole bunch of boys, he got a whole bunch of boys, that's what it is. But you can't like mix pleasure, like you can't mix that stuff up into like wanting to build a relationship, or especially building a relationship with a DL, because essentially 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get hurt. And I don't want like none of them, like, I wouldn't want no one to essentially like put themselves through that, because I'm not gonna lie, like, love is like, y'all, it's really a doozy, y'all. I feel like that really will be taking you out in life, like. But most importantly, y'all, like, a man is like the most scariest thing on the world. Like, I was watching me and my homegirl, like, I was at like a sleepover birthday party, like Wednesday night. And we was just, I mean, Thursday night, and we was just talking, we was watching a whole bunch of criminal documentaries and everything like that. And it was just really like, well, there's people crazy out here, y'all. So I just want everyone to stay safe and yada yada. Oh, my last thing before I end this video, y'all. For all the people who is like gays being a choice, yada yada, why would we intentionally choose to make our life harder for us? I'm not like, gonna sit here and say that, you know, being gay is like super, super hard, yada yada. Everyone's life is hard, okay? Don't get me wrong. But it's just proven that like there's hate crimes and essentially like homophobia. There's just essentially a lot of things that also come with being gay. So if you're ignorant and saying being gay is a choice, it's definitely not a choice. So anywho, y'all, that's the end of my mother flipping video. If you made it this far, thank you. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank ya. Until next time.